All right.
Okay. Hi.
Hello. Wow, new dimensions.
New dimensions.
New levels.
Can you believe it?
Welcome to our upgraded podcast.
I'm not used to looking at you like this.
I'm not look to using at you either.
God.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Bailey and I are now recording our podcast on video.
We are. So if you're listening via audio, just know that you could technically go to our YouTube and watch us.
In 3 dimensions.
Well, in 2 for you. But it's
2 for you, unless you get 3D
us.
glasses. There won't be any effects, but...
We will be offering, in the next month or so, a 4D
We're in
version
talks
of the
with
podcast.
James Cameron to really just amp up the podcast.
Yeah.
But for those of you who are simpletons and listening to this just for our glorious voices, this is Hot Topic with Pickle and Bailey. I'm Bailey.
I'm Pickle.
And this is the podcast where we pick a theme and then we select topics that we've written down out of a bowl. Now you can see the bowl.
This is the bowl. And then also we have our bell. So when we pick a new topic, we'll
ring the bell.
Ringing the bell. How are you? Let's catch up.
Well. I'm a little overwhelmed right now.
Yeah.
With all these senses, these experiences.
Yeah, we're being
things.
very captured.
Change is scary.
I don't like change.
I don't. So let's change back.
Okay.
Let's stop.
Let's quit.
Click. Let's quit everything. I'm Finn. Finn. I'm good. How are you, Bailey?
I'm good. Pickle just gave me this lipstick that I'm wearing and then said that'll be $30, which is pretty fucked up.
I upcharged and I'm still waiting for that payment. I'm going to start sending you relentless Venmo requests.
I'm going to wear it in public. You're going to send me cease and desist.
Cease and desist on behalf of MAC Cosmetics.
Yeah, that's
no, I'm very generous. I gave Bailey a lipstick that they gave me for free.
Wow. You didn't tell me it was your trash.
It is my trash. It's my trash, not your treasure, just my trash.
Okay, well that's cute and nice.
Yeah, and I'm wearing the other lipstick that they gave us, so it all kind of...
That is a pickle lipstick,
comes together. Yeah.
Yeah.
A sensible baby pink. This bracelet hurts me. Okay, so today's topic is superstition. Superstition. Are you superstitious, Bailey?
Yeah, I am a little bit. I did something this morning that was pretty superstitious.
What was it? Did you clean your cat?
No.
Or you washed your...
I didn't wash my cat.
Gems.
and my gems.
Crystals.
I went on a walk this morning.
They're very superstitious.
Well, I had a job interview and I saw this penny on the ground, but it wasn't face side up. Like if you see a penny face side up, you're supposed to like take it because that's good luck. But this one was not face side up. And then like my mom's voice rang in my ears and she was like, if you see a penny and it's not face side up, you need to flip it so someone else will find it face side up and then you get the good karma. And I like normally it was like my whole life I've been like, I don't want to touch street
dirty
money.
pennies.
Ew,
yeah. Dirty, filthy money.
But then I was like, I have a job interview. I could use all the good karma.
Aww.
And so I went back and did it.
And we're going to find out if it worked.
We're going to find out.
It
doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Not only do you not get the job, but
I get evicted.
Get evicted.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah. Somehow someone's like, you cannot live in the apartment.
Not only do you not get the job, but you also cannot live in this place where you're living.
Bye.
And sleeping. Bye. You have 10 minutes.
You have 10 minutes to get your shit and get out.
Get your shit and get out. Everything else, including all the people in your life, will be incinerated. Sounds fair to me.
Yeah, totally. Are you superstitious?
I am. I have rampant OCD, so I'm not so much superstitious as I am plagued by physical rituals.
Gotcha. What are some of your plagues that you deal with?
Like I can't step on cracks or lines. Not
really?
Because I can. I'm working through it in therapy, but not because I'm nervous about harming my mother, who, frankly, I could care less about. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I love my mom. I don't.
Pickle wants to kill her mom.
I don't want her to die or
she
suffer.
She listens to this. She's like, what?
She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, Mom, I'm hexing you. No, I love my mom. But, like, I'm not stepping on cracks because I'm nervous about harming her. I'm just, like, it's baked into my brain.
Right.
So a lot of those little things and tics, like, have turned into tics for me. So actually, when you reveal superstitions to me, you're being ableist because you're creating new tortures.
You're gonna really hate one of the things I wrote. It's gonna be offensive to
It's
you
so
specifically.
insulting to me specifically. So yeah, I'm superstitious in that I have a mental disability that causes me daily pain. But other than that, yeah, I think that it's bad. I think there's things that are bad luck. I don't walk under ladders, mostly because it's just dangerous to walk under ladders.
Yeah, I did a shoot one time where it was like I wasn't allowed to see something, like there was a surprise that they were setting up for the shoot, so the PA like had me like hold on to his back, and then he walked like around, and he was like, just close your eyes and walk where I walk you. And he was like, okay, you can open your eyes now, and I opened my eyes, and he had walked me directly under a ladder.
That doesn't count though, because you didn't do it.
Yeah. I was like, this is...
consciously. It was done to you.
And to be fair, like, that was the only, like, it was a very, like, cramped space, and so that was the most spacious place he could have put me. But I was like, hey, that's kind of fucked up.
But that's bad luck for him.
That's, okay, so you think that defers
unless
to
he's
him.
like a witch or a goblin or something.
I don't think he's either, but I don't know.
Well, you don't know.
Yeah. As I said.
He could be both.
He could be a witch and a goblin. Do you want, all right, you want to
Shall
go
we
first?
pull a topic? I will pull a topic
Okay.
first. Thank you for being so gentle.
You're welcome. I love to be gentle.
Genteel. I can't grab one.
Why?
They're eluding me.
Oh.
Okay. First topic. Killing witches.
What? What? Why did you write that?
I feel like it's worth talking about. I mean, they
Okay.
killed witches because they were superstitious, no?
What were you thinking?
Does that count? Is religious conviction and superstition, they're similar?
Yeah, okay, are we talking Salem witch trials?
Yeah,
Okay.
any killing of any witches.
Okay.
Because they're a witch, not accidental witch slaughter.
Okay, witch slaughter is very
Like
different.
you hit a witch with your car and they die different.
Yeah.
You weren't hunting that witch.
No. Okay, so this is if you suspect someone of witchery of any
And
kind.
then you
let's
have them
define
killed.
let's define a witch. What do
Well,
we
I mean, I'm not saying a witch being any
like a woman who's like
witch.
sexual, or like
a woman who says any words that are contrary to the thoughts and beliefs of the patriarchy. No, like I mean I don't. But a lot of witches that have been killed do not identify as witches or are not witchy in any way.
Like in the Salem trials,
Like
a
in the
lot
Salem
of them were
trials,
like, I'm not doing that. I'm not a witch.
I'm not a witch, and they were like, well.
But yeah, you are.
Now you're dead.
You have two breasts.
You have
That's
two
witchery.
breasts, which is witch behavior.
They're nowhere in the Bible.
The first indication of a witch is that they are a woman.
Yes.
Or a female identifying.
Yes.
So
Okay,
that's evidence.
So what are we talking about here? If we kill a witch, is that superstitious?
Well, we're just talking about generally killing witches. Like, how do you feel about it?
I think it's bad.
You're anti-witch killing.
I'm anti-witch killing.
That sounds like witch talk to me.
Okay, John Proctor, are you accusing me of something?
I am. I think that you were fooling around with Hedda Gabler in the back of the shed.
I was.
Goody Proctor, that was her name.
Me and Goody.
I convened with the devil and Goody Proctor in the clearing. I would be that bitch back in the Salem witch trials, who's just like in the courthouse, like,
I saw some shit.
Bailey's a witch! I saw her churning butter with her mind!
I'd be like, see this as a commodity, okay? If I can churn butter with my mind,
I'm a hot witch.
I'm a hot witch, bitch. That would be me. I'd be like,
Your last words. At least I'm a hot witch, bitch.
I die.
You burn. It's agony. It's pain unlike anything you could even fathom.
I'm like, damn, wrong move. Yeah.
Hey!
Guys, stop.
Stop.
I think I would have been burned for sure.
Oh yeah, you definitely would have been.
I wear. Look at me. I'm
Top
wearing,
of my list.
I'm wearing a maxi
You've got a
skirt
slit
right now.
in your maxi.
Look at this. Look how slutty this is.
Well, or would they keep you around because you bring all the boys with the milkshakes?
That's true. Every boy who's ever had a milkshake has famously been in my yard.
They were probably killing the ladies who were like harsh in their vibe, right? I get that impression usually.
Here's
when
a
it comes to
question
like
for you.
straight men slaughtering people, usually it's like
Oh yeah, yeah.
for their gain.
I mean, always. But here's my question for you: if you were a witch, what would your witchy thing be? What would be the witchiest thing about you?
Knowing my luck, I'd probably be one of those witches that like just has a lot of canned goods.
You're the apocalypse preparedness witch.
Oh, yeah, like a witch with like a lot of like weird eyes and cans, and like, you know, you'll come to me for vibes. But there is no like.
Okay, you're not like stuck.
I'm not shooting lightning out of my fingers.
Yeah.
Not a showy witch.
Okay, I think I would be a showy witch.
You'd be like all flash.
Yeah, and no.
And
actual
very little
witchcraft.
consequence. So like
No
lightning
magic.
would shoot out of your fingers, but it would do nothing.
Totally, but it looks awesome.
But it would look awesome.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Practical Magic?
No.
Well, it has Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock in it.
We've talked
They're
about this
witches,
before.
and I reference it a lot. But so I'd probably be those kinds of witches. Witchy,
like a bad girl.
more witchy than like witch.
Okay,
I would probably be killed. I'm so conspicuous.
I think it'd be like the fucking hideous witch. I'd have like the nose. I like
mole, like just a giant crone nose.
I would do like special effects makeup to like look as fucked up and busted as possible, and be like, "I fucked your husband."
I fucked your husband, bitch, and the husband's like, "That's not what you look like when we were sleeping together.
This is my true form.
This is my true form."
Okay.
All right. So you're anti-killing witches.
I am anti-killing witches.
I'm on the
pro
fence
witch.
about it.
You would kill a witch?
I wouldn't kill a witch, but I would probably be choosy about how I intervened. Only if it were like benefited me.
Okay.
You gotta be like,
I have a
you gotta
question.
play both sides of the fence, yeah?
Are you alright? So you know the whatever that grid is that's like lawful good, lawful evil, neutral neutral. Do you know where you lie
I've
on
never
that?
taken that, but I'm probably chaos.
I think you're chaotic good probably, or chaotic evil.
Or probably,
Actually, you're probably chaotic neutral.
I'm probably neutral.
No, you're definitely not true neutral.
I'm
I
true
took the
neutral.
test last night and I'm neutral evil.
Well, that's no surprise.
Yeah,
And Bailey's a witch. You heard it here first.
you heard it here first. Okay, that's killing witches.
Killing witches.
What does this say?
That's my handwriting, and it says luck versus work.
Oh, I thought it said Lulu versus work.
Lulu versus Lulu.
I was like, hell yeah, Lulu.
I hate Lulu.
Don't get a job.
Get a job, Lulu.
Luck versus work. I think.
Do you believe in luck?
I do believe in luck heavily.
Very witchy of you.
It is very witchy.
See, it all comes back to Bailey's a horrible witch.
Horrible.
Well, I'm
like, I believe in luck. You're like, you fucking
You
hag.
fucking evil hag. You troll.
Yeah, ew. You're so ugly.
You're so hideous on the inside and outside.
No, I do believe in luck. Like, I believe in work. You know that quote that's like every old man will tell you, like, being prepared, or what is it? Like hard work plus, what is it? Opportunity equals...
I don't know. I don't talk to random old men on the street.
Oh, well,
who are
isn't that
popping
your
off
privilege?
wisecrack.
Isn't that your fucking privilege?
Wait. Be prepared and you'll never work a day in your life.
That doesn't sound right.
Uh,
That sounds like work a lot, so you never have
Success is 20% luck and 30% luck. And 50% where are my pills? What's the saying?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
to work. It's like when preparation meets opportunity, that's luck or something like that. I'm butchering it.
Preparation meets opportunity.
That's what I
Something
did,
to
yeah.
that effect.
But I really like
The
30% luck, 20% luck, and 50%
50%
pills.
birth. Oh, man. And 50% pills.
Yeah.
No, I think that success is 50% luck and 50% family connections.
Yeah, it's nepotism.
It's nepotism. But,
No,
I know what you're talking about, where you're prepared
Yeah.
and the opportunity.
Yeah.
But I'm pro luck. I believe in luck.
I do too.
I'm cool. I like magic.
Wow.
But-
It sounds like you're like trying to get slaughtered as a witch.
I'm magic.
I'm
Buzz,
cool.
buzz, buzz.
I like magic.
I'm cool. I like magic. I slept with Johnny Proctor. Who didn't? It was the 90s. 1790s. So, but couldn't you make the argument that like luck, that opportunity is a result of your preparedness?
Yeah.
Because you're even attuned to opportunities. Some people miss opportunities because they don't even know they're there.
I think part of
like me,
luck is saying
day.
Yes to things, right? Like being presented with any opportunity, even though it may not directly relate to the thing that you've been working on. But if you say yes to a bunch of shit, likely the statistics of you popping into an opportunity that would benefit you go up if you say yes to more things, right? So you kind of create your own luck. But
we had that study.
You're like, yeah, that's...
Imagine we have like a whole institute for the pod, just doing studies, weird studies.
It's like akin to Trump University.
Yeah, it's like these bizarre polls and studies.
It's definitely a scam.
It's somehow it's a pyramid scheme, even though it's polls.
You're somehow above me.
Somehow I'm like stealing from you just a little.
I'm like, I just want that pink car.
Have you ever felt that something was truly just the result of bad luck?
Of bad luck?
In your life? Or karmatic, like, disturbances?
Yeah, sort of.
You're like, oh, that was just, like, bad luck.
Well, I feel like you and I are similar in this way, where, like, we're
incredibly unlucky.
Yeah, in relationships, you know what
I
mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that has to be karmic, because we're both great.
Right? I feel like sometimes, like, you know, and you mentioned this, I don't know if this was on pod or off pod. No, it was off pod. We were eating pie. Unofficial pod time. We still expensed it. To a stranger.
On the company card, yeah.
On the company card, which is
Bailey's
credit card.
Yeah, it was literally mine.
Which is literally anyone's credit card that we find.
Yeah,
that's
the
bars.
company card.
That's the company card. Hi, we're gonna charge this to the company card. They're like, who's Dalton Windberger?
That's our
CEO. I know, he's such a pain.
Wait, what was I saying?
So you were like, I was like, I feel like all boys that I date are just like not into it and leave and then eventually reject me. And you were like, well, you're attracting that.
Oh, I did. Okay, yeah.
But I think you're wrong. I just think it's luck.
You think so?
No, I think it's probably me. But also,
it's
it
like
could be bad luck. Maybe we're just bad. I mean, there's all sorts of things. You could be like, oh, like, you know, you don't prioritize romance, so like, blah, blah, all these things. But maybe also it's just easier sometimes to be like, it's bad luck.
Yeah, I mean, that's a classic case of not dealing with it, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's just luck of the draw.
It's just bad luck, and I'll never change because I don't want to. That's
well,
my
I
impression
won't.
of you.
That's your impression of me. That's your... I'm bad and I'll never change because I don't want to.
This is you. I don't want to change.
I don't want to change.
No,
I won't. It's luck.
I think that you are someone who like actually does work on things a lot, but I think that particular thing is like I don't know, especially painful. It is for me. It's like I know if I attract like a pattern in my relationships of like people, for example, the first like several people I dated, this is fucked up, but it is true. I was like the other woman.
Oh yeah, see?
And I was attracting that somehow. There was something about that felt safe to me. Like, oh, if you are in a partnership, you and I really can't be that close. Which subconsciously I was like, I don't think I want intimacy.
You totally would have been burned at the stake. You are so lucky you weren't born in the Salem witch trials.
Literally, I might still get burned
that
at
is
the
good
stake.
luck.
Oh wow, yeah.
That you were born. You truly were unsurvivable, and no other era could Bailey have survived.
I would have
without
died.
being burned or somehow desecrated.
That's so true.
Or quartered and drawn. But yeah, like that. It's like maybe it's, but like even things that are like a result of your behaviors. What if those behaviors are the result of a witch's hex? There's so much we don't know.
Okay, so I worked for this
about
woman
the human
one time
brain.
who told me that she was. I shouldn't even be saying this because what if she sees this? I don't know.
Well, now you have to say it.
Okay, all right.
She's not watching this. No one watches this.
But I think she deleted her.
We
social
value
media.
you.
She told me that she is the second most. This is so fucked up. I feel bad saying this. She told me she was the second most powerful light healer on the planet, next to just a guy named Christopher.
Okay.
And then she told me that she and Christopher meditated together. They went on like a spiritual, like sort of astral projection journey where they healed a death curse on a family. And
who was this person and why were you talking to them? This was like on the street or something?
I nannied for this woman.
Oh, you nanny? Oh, you nurtured her children.
I nurtured her children, yeah.
Okay.
And then she told me that, and I was like,
What was her... Who is this person?
Her husband is a public figure, and I can't say more at this time.
Okay, so there's witches amongst us. So
There's
she was a
witches
light
amongst us.
healer?
She said she was a light healer. And
Was
that
she high? And I mean that with all respect.
No, she can't do substances, like, famously. Can you see my pussy if I do this?
No, but now I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Your puss.
I
Wait, what is a light healer?
So I don't know.
She just no
she was
context.
Like, I'm a light healer, like an energy worker.
How did she volunteer that information? What conversation did she segue from?
There are so many things that I want to be
there?
careful about. She told me one time that in a past life she was Nefertiti.
Okay, well, so she's got a bit of an ego going for her.
You said it. I didn't say that. Oh my
light
God, I'm
healer,
so scared.
Did she like heal you with light? Did she
Yeah,
ever
like an
offer
energy.
her services?
She's like
Did
an
it
energy
work?
worker. I don't know. I never
Participated.
asked, but she did tell me a few things. And if she's like the real deal, like when she told me the Nefertiti thing, I was like, "Oh, Your Majesty." You know, I didn't know what to say.
When Your Majesty, well, that's weird information. It's like me saying like, oh, I was
Yeah.
George Washington in a past life. Like, how does that benefit me in this life?
Yeah.
I don't have any
I was
cherry
George
trees.
Washington in a past life. Okay.
Okay, fine. Like
like-
what? They're not going to give me any political power for that. Also,
That would be so
I am
funny.
so suspicious of any like light healers or magic people who rank according to capitalism.
Oh, yeah.
Ranking is a capitalist sensibility. So if you are a true magic person, you wouldn't rank yourself
Right.
against other magic people because you wouldn't be a capitalist. You would be magic.
I took an improv class one time, and there was this girl in my improv class who introduced herself as the third most successful psychic in LA.
What a weird... How do you even measure, quantify that?
I don't know.
Based on
She was
what?
like,
Income?
I'm the third best psychic in LA. And then I didn't like her very much because...
What's to like?
Yeah, okay, first of all, yeah, what's to like? But then she like said something like snarky to me, and I just didn't like her. And
Why
so
was she
after-
taking an improv class?
I don't know.
So that she could be a better
improviser
for her psychic?
So we all went out for drinks after our improv class, and I was fully talking shit on her, like to the group. I was fully talking shit on her because she wasn't there yet. And then
she
she walked up and she went, "What are you guys talking about?" And I went, "What are you doing asking questions, third best psychic in LA?"
Oh wow, she came out guns blazing.
I did. I was like, "You fucking bitch."
Bailey is truly a good person, but will find a way to make herself the villain set against a villain.
I'm neutral evil.
Neutral evil. Bailey, an authentically good person. Like, who really wouldn't harm a fly.
No.
Somehow finds the opportunity to make villains look good.
It's like, there is truly no reason for
Bailey's just like, I insist on being the villain in every story. I just insist.
It's because I'm bored and it's fun.
kind of a fun twist.
It is.
It's
Because
like,
I am so unassuming. I'm like,
so neutral until
you
you're
your
evil.
little church skirt, and then
Your
I'm
little,
like,
your church skirt.
it's a church skirt.
Yeah, if your church is a bunker. Wait, so that's bullshit to me. You can't rank yourself if you're a true.
If you're,
So you would know that that's not quantifiable, which
Right.
immediately suspicious of those people.
Yeah,
As
which is
we all
actually really
should be.
smart. All right, your turn.
My turn to pull a topic. Now that I'm infuriated about this, I'm gonna find her. I'm gonna Google third best sex. Also, what a weird
Like, why would you
flex.
pick third?
Like,
Yeah.
if you're making that up, why not just say?
I'm a bronze medal psychic.
Do you think she was doing it to like add legitimacy to the statement? Like,
Yes.
well, if I say I'm the first, no one will believe me.
Yes.
But there's a lot of psychics in LA.
There's
so
like
that's
40
still a bold
of the third best.
And how could there's no is there a convention? Are they ranked according to who? What are these what?
I don't know.
Show me the studies.
I know. We
I'm
gotta.
furious.
we gotta
Okay,
dive into this.
before dates.
Before dates, do you have any like pre-date, like if
Luck
I do this?
hexes?
Yeah, like if I do this date will go well, or like if I do this, I'll be attracting love into my life. Do you do any of that?
What if I like dunk an eye of newt in like a mug of tea. No, I don't do that. No, I just prepare and I pray.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not of Lucifer. I'm of God.
Well, I just can't relate to that.
You horrible witch. I tap into the light while you seek darkness, you shadow dweller.
You shadow spawn.
You shadow spawn. You newt. You craven raven.
Did you just call me a craven raven? You heard it here first, bitch.
Bailey is a craven raven.
Craven
I like
raven.
that for you. That's a good t-shirt idea.
Craven raven, yeah.
And you like looking like a really sexy but withered bird.
I have like a t-shirt on and no pants at all. Like no underwear, just like t-shirt, bush, legs.
Yeah, because you have to be craven and a raven.
There's just something like unappealing about that in a way that's very like
appealing.
Yeah, you know.
I just can see your face as a raven.
Thank you.
I think that's a compliment.
I don't really do anything before dates that are like superstitious, but I will say like
in your diaphragm.
There's certain
That's superstitious.
I've never even seen a diaphragm.
Do they even use those anymore?
No, we just talk about it. No one's ever used one.
Because I'm still using that as like jokes.
I'm
like, my diaphragm. So you guys don't use diaphragms?
I've never used one. No, I don't. It's like what, like a cellophane panel?
I don't know. I thought it was like a machine that you just kind of put up there.
A machine?
Or I imagine like a cage. Yeah, just like you crank it.
There are like two little guys in there, like.
Yeah, it has two
sperm.
little gnomes that are just like, no, just individually hitting the sperm with bats.
No. If that existed, I swear to God, that would be my birth control.
Bailey like outsources her birth control to two small forest dwellers in her pussy.
They're so fast.
Don't mind the gnomes.
They live there.
They live in my pussy.
They're my good bacteria.
Your good bacteria are just gnomes.
Okay.
So no diaphragm.
No diaphragm, but what I will do...
It was in Sex and the City. I guess that was the 90s though.
I'm not convinced that they used them back then either. I'm not
It's
convinced
just
that
easier to make a joke about a diaphragm.
Yeah,
because it's a funny word.
It's funny. Diaphragm. And it has a G in it. You would never expect that.
Diaphragm.
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 Okay. What I will do when I'm like dating someone is my very best to not tell anyone about it, because like the second that I get excited about
bad luck.
Yeah, the second that I'm like, oh yeah, or I try to like make a plan or like think about something that I would like to happen in the future with this person, done. It's done.
I'm very bad at keeping anything to myself.
I am too. I can't.
It's really, really hard.
I'm not good at secrets. I
can't even. It's hard for me to take NDAs seriously, even though I know that they're so serious.
Oh God, I'm breaking those every day.
Anytime someone is like, sign this NDA, I'm like,
this is a request.
What a joke.
It's an option.
What are you gonna fucking do? I mean, and then
so
they sue you.
Me? Yeah.
Like, you know, they do. They sue you, and that's why I'm so poor. I just can't.
It's constantly breaking NDAs.
But, dates, you know, no, I don't really have any pre-date rituals. I don't go on very many dates either. I won't go on see, that's part of my pattern though. Say more. I'm only going on dates with like people that I'm like, okay, I could really sync with you, and maybe those are the people that I should be avoiding.
Yeah, maybe you should date someone who you would not normally date. Maybe I should do that, but they're not hot to me. So
I know. So like, what? So see, you have to go further back. You have to change so much about yourself.
You have to change what you're attracted to.
That it's just easier to like be like, I have bad luck and die alone.
Yeah. Lately, I've been like, oh, I am attracted to garbage people. Like I'm attracted to like really, really big personality, big ego. Like that's. But I think I'm starting to become aware of it now. It's starting to turn me off a little bit. Which is good.
That's progress.
Like the last couple people I've dated have not been that way. Also haven't worked out.
But that's just because you're a witch.
Yeah.
A terrible witch.
That's because
I'm undateable witch.
Off-putting. Yeah.
That's just because I'm a bad person.
Yeah, it's not.
That has nothing to do with my pattern. That's just my psychosis.
Okay.
New topic.
Oh, this is the one that's gonna bother you.
Okay.
This is like, actually, I'm going to phrase this as a direct attack against you.
Thank you. I prefer that.
Is superstition mental illness?
Yes. Okay. And, I'm sick.
Did you just do improv at me?
I just did improv on you.
On me?
On, at, around. Superstition is... No, I don't think superstition is mental illness. I think in my life, superstition has been the excuse that my brain has sort of clung to as like, ooh, new ticks.
Ooh, new tick just dropped.
New tick just dropped. Check it.
Because I feel like all superstition really comes from anxiety and this need for control.
But it also, but it also comes from tradition and mythology.
But why did those traditions start? Where did they come from? Because everything was going so well? No, because people wanted like some say in what happens to them.
Well, yeah, like people arranging the universe in a way is
Yeah.
all like mythology and religions. But like superstition, like are we to understand, like we can't look at religion and superstition as the same thing. I think that's
No, I don't think they're the same thing.
silly, even though a lot of people are probably like, the same thing.
Do we think
It's not.
superstition ever works?
I think so. I think that anything that works just works, and it's like, but that's the beauty of storytelling, is that you get to turn around and attribute it to whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what makes us, that's what separates us from the lesser forms.
Like
our ability to
dolphins?
tell our own stories. Yeah, like
Do we
dolphins.
think dolphins are superstitious? Do we think any other animal implements superstition in their day-to-day?
Maybe, I don't know, that's probably like been observed.
Yeah.
We could probably Google that. But
We should.
I would imagine, like, I think that any behavior maybe that's like, but how do we define superstition? Does it have to be connected to a spiritual belief or a magical element?
I think it's connected to an outcome, like a desired outcome that you want, you know what I mean? Or that you don't want.
But your intention is to use some kind of magic to manifest that.
Yeah.
So then it has to be connected to some kind of magical belief.
Yeah, it's not like science.
Like, you can't just be like, oh, gorillas, like, you know, do this, even though it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, if they're just doing it because they're weird, then what? But is it connected? Like, maybe, like, that's what I would say. Like, if there are animals that, like, do things that have no, like, inherent logic to them.
Yeah.
Is that myth-making?
Okay,
Is
so
that storytelling?
have you ever seen I think it's a cuttlefish who does this.
No, I've never looked at a fish.
This is fucking cool. Okay, and I'm pretty sure it's a cuttlefish, but they make these underwater like sculptures, and that's how they attract their mate. And they're elaborate. They're like, they look like crop circles, kind of. Like, they're beautiful, they're very like decorated, they're very methodical, and that's how they attract their mate. But it's like, why
is
do you
it connected
do that?
to like any kind of sensory experience, or like
I don't know. That's
is there
just
like an inherent logic to the activity? Because like to say like if I walk under a ladder, I'll get bad luck, so I'm going to avoid walking under that ladder.
Yeah.
That has no connection to any kind of like true.
Oh, that's true. You just don't want bad luck.
You just don't want bad luck. Whereas if the cuttlefish is making it because the colors stimulate something in the other cuttlefish, then can we say that that's superstitious? I don't think so, because it has a degree of practicality to it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. These are important distinctions.
These are important. This is why we pod.
This is why we pod. Right here, this is the magic.
This is the magic. I almost said show business.
This is show business.
Also showbiz, kid. So interesting, and you feel free to chime in the comments. That I'm sure will just be
just popping off.
That's a man. I'm sure we'll just be attacked.
They're talking about me though.
They're talking about you. Wow, that drag queen is such a witch.
Yeah. The one who
they think I'm Bailey.
I introduce myself as Pickle every podcast.
They're gonna think that you're the drag queen.
Pickle's so clearly a man. I go.
Wow.
Thank you.
So I think that superstition is connected to some kind of like, I don't think that superstitious behavior can't, to my way of thinking, can't be connected to any kind of logic. Like if it were practical to knock on wood, then it wouldn't be superstitious.
Yeah. Well, and it's like people who like want their sports team to win. They're like, you have to sit in this chair because last time they won you were sitting there, and I have to wear my hat backwards or else they won't win. It's like, that won't do anything. That won't actually do anything, but in your mind you're contributing
unless
to
the
a
chair
win.
is like some kind of robot chair that like imbues you. You need to be specific, Bailey.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying.
What if the hat has data in the hat?
It has data. Well, here's the great thing behind superstition. We don't actually know if we're doing anything that works or doesn't work.
Does it have a psychological effect on your belief and conviction? Can be a powerful hormonal.
Does it change your behavior? Does
it make you
different?
Better. And then what? So is it all? So then, but does that make it practical? So I'm proving myself wrong.
You are. Yeah, you are.
Wow. See, I grow and change.
You do. I love when you do this.
So there is a practical.
Okay. Your turn.
My turn. That's the bell. We've got one more topic.
Oh my god.
This is it. The last hot topic today is cracks in sidewalk.
Cracks in sidewalk. You don't step on them, as we've discussed.
I don't step on them because I am sick.
Yeah, I step on them because...
you want to hurt your mother.
No, my mom is strong.
My mom can take it.
My mom can fucking take it.
And I like to test her.
I roller skate a lot, and I roller skate... I mostly around my neighborhood or on trails, and so often on sidewalks, it's absolutely unavoidable to not.
But you're not
over
stepping on cracks.
No,
you're rolling.
but I
that
kind of am.
Count. That
you don't think it counts?
No, not on wheels.
Where do we think that came from?
There again, probably has origins that we can.
It has to.
We truly didn't research anything, but
no.
I don't like to step on cracks, although one of the things that I'm doing in therapy to work on my OCD is things like stepping on cracks.
Really? So it's
it's like exposure therapy.
Yeah. Is it working?
That was my last therapist, so I haven't been as active about it, but I do carry some of that with me, and it's kind of working.
Okay.
I mean, there's certain tics that I haven't been able to brush or get rid of that are more aggressively seated in my brain, I think.
Yeah.
But for instance, I used to only be able to start things on my left, had to step on my left. Or no, had to step on my right, because it was the right foot.
Oh,
it was
really?
the correct foot.
Oh.
I had it in my head that, every staircase, everything, I had to start on my right. I had to start everything on my right, yeah. And now I actively...
do it on your left.
Kind of do it, and now it's switched.
So now you think
So now I have to start.
Oh
but now I kind of try to alternate as much as possible. But that's something you've probably never thought about in your life.
No.
I think about it every time I go upstairs. It's
yeah.
haunts me.
Wow, really? That's exhausting.
My life is exhausting.
We're gonna do a new segment.
Oh yeah, we're introducing a new segment. That's all of our topics for today. If you have thoughts on superstition, email them in, leave us reviews.
Hot Topic.
Comment below.
With Pickle and Bailey.
You can follow us at Hot Topic with Pickle and Bailey.
And
you can email us at hottopic@gmail.com and weigh in. Do you have superstitious habits? I'm acting like we're on The View now.
Yeah.
Do you have superstitious habits?
We want to incorporate more of your
More of you. You are bold, brave listeners.
You're gorgeous, too.
Gorgeous.
Okay, so we're doing a segment called Pickleback. This is where I find one of the most upsetting facts that I can find. That's the shot, if you will. And then we'll get a nice chaser where Pickle responds to it and tries to put a positive spin on the very upsetting fact.
I have to put a positive spin on it.
You have to put a positive spin on it. Are you ready for this fact?
This is fodder for cancellation. That's what this is.
Okay, so this is the fact. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The average person will walk past 36 murderers in their lifetime.
Ooh, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
36 murderers?
36.
First of all, how does one
know that? I think just statistics.
That's just statistics because of the amount of murderers there are?
Yeah.
Okay, if we were to understand that as accurate, that's a little upsetting. But there are 365 days in a single year. So if you live to be 80, I can't do math, but that's a lot of days. So 36 doesn't seem like that many murderers
rare
to encounter. B, anyone is capable of murder.
True.
So to just say that someone is a murderer just means that they've exercised something that every person is capable of. So really you walk by a potential murderer every day of your life. And positive spin, you didn't get murdered any of those times. So really, you're a survivor.
I feel so much better.
Yeah, you're brave.
Thank you. So are you. What a beautiful spin. What
I'm
a perfect
unbelievably brave.
pickleback.
I walk around a lot of murders because I am in prison for tax evasion.
Wow.
And I'm actually on furlough every time that we do this podcast.
Oh, what a nightmare.
I know, it's administratively very difficult.
Well, on that note, Pickle has an interview that she has to get to in 10 minutes.
Pressing matters
Pickle has
of
pressing
church
matters.
and state
So
to attend to.
we do have to say goodbye for today, but this was our first video episode. I hope you enjoyed it.
I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed
I
us.
enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. This is new territory for us. Oh, there's another camera over there.
Yeah, have you been looking at it? Have you been
We're
giving
very
it a comment?
excited to be able to bring you this content.
Yeah.
And we hope you enjoyed talking about superstitions with us.
Yeah. All right. All right. I think that's
Till
it.
next time, à prochaine fois, as the French would say.
Adios, as my Duolingo instructs me to give a salutation in.
Good day, goodbye.
Bye.